Hi, everybody. This is Lee at Fresh Astrology. It is Friday, February 9th, I believe. I believe. Um, and it is a Sagittarius moon. It's working together with the sun in Aquarius. And so you can go over to Instagram and find me there to see more on what I say about Sagittarius moon. But um, the way it's working, Sagittarius moon would be kind of like this anyway, but if you combine it with the Aquarius feeling and the meaning, it's a lot about what is true. It's about thought and questioning everything really, freedom of thought, being free to think freely. So, for example, what is true? What's a fact? Well, we could say the sky is blue, it's not raining. But we could even tighten that a little. Like the sky is blue right now, right here, where I am. It's not raining right this minute where I am. And that's closer to something that maybe feels true. But a lot of what we think of as fact or truth is not really technically fact or technically some kind of hardcore truth. It's just something we think or believe, but it's not necessarily true. And people have a hard time with this. We have cherished belief system, cherished truths, but it's important every so often to notice what our beliefs and our truths are, what we think is true. Notice what we say to ourselves about reality around us, about society, about people in general, about people of a certain age or a certain gender. Notice what we think of as kind of like, oh, men are always blank, or women are always blank, or people over 40 can't really meh, or people, under 40 are so blank, fill in the blank. And we have these assumptions we make about everything, and we've gotten them often from culture and from our families and from our friends, and we just spout them like they're truth, and we begin to believe them. But right now is a great time to question, and to think about questioning your own belief system and the things that even come out of your mouth. Are they true? It's not that you're trying to lie. It's just that we assume things based on so many bits of data that come into us. We make a lot of assumptions. A common one with women who are of a certain age, like women over 40, it's a lot harder to find a job, or women over 50 is a lot harder to find a man. And that's bandied about like it's truth, but it's not necessarily truth at all. It isn't truth. But if you believe it, it becomes truer because you begin to act on that. People begin to act on that assumption. So the way but that can begin to mess with people's minds when they question everything. The world starts to feel very, like not such a safe place, because it's like the rug's being pulled out from under you. Like the underpinnings of all your belief systems could start to feel a little shaky. So one way to find like a life raft is to notice if you start getting really upset, like a boa constrictor is wrapped around your middle and squeezing, and you feel like crying and your body's kind of constricting, then the belief that you're telling yourself is probably further away from the truth. If, on the other hand, you're trying to think, is this true? Is this true? This belief, say it to yourself, like, the sky is blue. Well, that makes me feel pretty calm, because right now the sky is blue outside. I feel pretty good. I feel calm about that. I feel at peace with that. I feel centered when I say that. If I were to keep telling myself it's storming outside, my body literally, like I can feel it now, starts to constrict a little bit because it's not true. So women over 40, it's just kind of downhill. Their looks go, like all these horrible, like I can feel my body constricting. It feels bad. You know why? Because it's not true. So where's my evidence for that? I can probably post a bajillion pictures of women over 40 who are gorgeous, only becoming more successful in their careers, and really, really happy. Like it's not downhill at all. I'm here to tell you after 40, it's not downhill at all. In fact, my experience, a lot of women I know experience the world, and this is just one example of like a kind of truth that's bandied about, but I mean, based on firsthand experience and people, I talk to personally and I observe their lives personally, doing really well, and they have far more confidence than they did in their 30s and 20s. So there, and that's just one little example. You can think of just about any belief we can pull out of thin air. It's usually informed by culture and bias and just these things that get handed down and assumed to be truth. Now is a great time to learn to question that. And again, if the world starts to feel a little scary, like, ooh, I can't, my head's not dealing with this very well, notice how your body feels. And that's your best guide. Like if you feel really calm, with a belief like you stated, and it just feels really centered and you feel really relaxed when you say it, then it's closer to the truth for you. All right, take care.